Rock walls are an obvious feature along the coastline. We build rock walls to protect foreshore areas, protect assets, reduce erosion, and also provide marina and port facilities. And rock walls are also interesting because they provide habitat for fish. As the tide's high, the spaces between the rocks provide important habitat for fish and crabs. As the tide drops, the rock walls become exposed, and very little, if not nothing, grows along rock walls where they're exposed to direct sunlight. So the concept of the planter box is to provide a small little rock pool in an area where the tide's moving up and down along the rock wall. The idea here is to increase habitat opportunity for fish, more food options for fish, and ultimately leading to a better angling experience for recreational people and the general community living in coastal areas. If we have enough of these planter boxes along rock walls and they're designed appropriately, then overall we should have a positive output for rock wall biodiversity and also overall conservation outcomes. And in a way, the community can take ownership of these products and through time watch as animals start to grow and colonise in these rock wall planter boxes. These planter boxes have been in place now already for about 8 weeks. You can already see that there's different animals and algae and plants are starting to attach and colonise within them. We've got tube worms, we've got encrusting algae in there, a range of different snails, small crabs, small prawns are actually living inside these structures as the tide drops. When the tide returns, we get that exchange, new food, new water in these structures, and things can hopefully continue growing. Now the intent is, after 12 months or so, we should see a whole range of animals living in here, barnacles, oysters that become colonised and living quite successfully in these intertidal pools.
My name's Scott Marshall. I am the marina manager of Breakwater Marina in Townsville. There is an enormous social aspect which goes beyond just strictly environmental considerations these days. You know, just general environmental practices, development, sustainability and all that sort of stuff are really household concepts these days, and they're important to people, much more so than they have been in the past. So from an owner and operator standpoint, you know, we really have an obligation to be at the forefront of mitigation strategies and just minimising impacts on the environment. Our responsibility really is to drive best practice and making sure that our footprint in this environment is undisturbing on the environment itself and its processes, and making sure that it's available for the next generations as well. It sounds a bit cliche, but it really is critical.
The public love the coastal zone. They recreate, they enjoy the lifestyles, they recreationally fish along rock walls, and if this project helps improve that experience, helps improve the conservation and protection outcomes, then the public should, I think, be well for this project.